Howdy!
Howdy.
Trust Bear here. We know Medicare. Thanks for joining us. Bear is going to explain today how maximum out-of-pocket protection works. Bear, what is maximum out-of-pocket protection and what do people need to know?
Okay, thanks, Jen. Maximum out-of-pocket protection limits apply to many health plans. Pre-65, your employer plan also applies to Medicare Advantage plans. So this is a Medicare Advantage plan dynamic, and all Medicare Advantage plans, HMO, PPO, whatever type they are, have a maximum out-of-pocket limit that when you reach that limit, you pay no more for medical services for the balance of that plan year. So we have an example here. For example, let's say you had to have an MRI done in February and that cost you $100, and then you ended up in the hospital for 2 days in March. That would cost you $400. That would be your total copay. And in this example, your maximum out-of-pocket for your plan is $2,500 for the plan year. So coming out of March, you have spent $400 paid in copays for the hospital stay. You spent $100 for the MRI prior to that. So you have paid $500 in copays. So for the balance of the year, you would only pay another $2,000. Once you reach this limit, then you would pay no more. So every copay that you make in your plan ticks away at this amount and reduces it. You get credit for that. And once you reach this amount out of your pocket, you're done spending.
What about the drugs, Bear? Are drugs included in
with
that?
Medicare Advantage plans, drug copays do not count against your maximum out-of-pocket. This is only for A and B medical services. The original part of Medicare, if you will, that's rolled into your Medicare Advantage plan. The drug plan is actually a separate plan inside of a Medicare Advantage plan. So that makes sense.
Yep, absolutely.
Anything else you want to add here, Jen? I think it's a pretty simple topic. It should be pretty simple to understand. And whatever this number is, it is, and whatever these numbers are, each plan has its own copays, has its own specific maximum out-of-pockets. But the benefit to you is these limits are there for your protection. Just instead of having thousands of dollars of bills or hundreds of thousands of dollars of obligation or out-of-pocket expenses, it's limited to whatever this number is.
And that's super important because remember, it's a potential number.
Yeah,
it's an exposure,
potential.
and so because sometimes clients will look at that number and say, "Oh no, it feels."
It often gets confused as a deductible. Some people look at the
Right,
plans and go,
that's true.
"There's a $2,500." No,
Right,
that's
right,
the maximum out of pocket. Most plans,
Right.
as we mentioned in our Medicare Advantage plan video, please check that out. Most plans don't have deductibles.
And
Any
it takes
medical.
a lot of copays to
Yes,
get up
yes.
to $2,500.
We've only had one
when you
client
look at this, one client. That's
reach
okay.
their maximum out of pocket over the last 5 years, out of about 1,000 clients, and about 700 of those
And
are
that was
Medicare Advantage plans.
that was cancer, right? Cancer.
No, it was
treatments
she
and-
had a stroke.
stroke. Okay, so it was,
And she
it
was
was
in
an
the
extended
hospital
care
for months.
situation.
And actually kind of ties into our travel discussion from the other day. She was actually in Ohio. She lives in Florida, and she had a massive stroke and was in the hospital for several weeks
Right.
in an assisted care facility, and then finally got back to Florida. And her plan covered her 100%. Her maximum out of pocket was $3,400, and that's all she
She had
spent.
a very inexpensive for her Advantage plan. She was not in her home network. She was visiting
Ohio.
family, had an
Taken
incident,
care of.
completely taken care of. So the myth that Advantage plans only work in your local area, not true. Emergency, anywhere you're covered. So don't believe
Again,
that.
for more info on that, check
Right.
out our myths about Advantage plans.
Right.
And thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for stopping by. Trust Bear. We know Medicare. Thank you.
Bye-bye.